Like, I can show up and be a dingus.
It's the best part.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, fellow dingus. I feel like we have a soul connection. Well, you know, this round specifically is the Ghosts of Kuso Past. Basically, the person that these two players, Okami of Games and Dragon Dark, sent to the losers bracket, have gotten together and collaborated in trying to figure out a game to give these two. And, you know, we had a few vetoes, but we're at the point where I think we're pretty dang excited for what's going to happen, because Matrick and Andy, they're pretty well known for being evil.
Yeah, when I heard about who was in this match and who was picking the game, my first thought was, there's going to be a body count.
Yeah, and I'm counting at least 2 bodies. Personally, that's my personal opinion. Well, you know what? Tristan, I believe you're actually familiar with this game.
They picked a game that I gave out last year, and I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I'm also very happy.
Yeah, and you were the Lynx expert.
That's right, yeah, most of my group picks were Lynx games.
Delta Fiend, thank you for the 16-month sub, and the skeleton, kind of a scary skeleton. You know what, let's go ahead and bring out our own skeletons from the closet, because we've got Batman Returns for the Atari Lynx. So, yeah, well, what do you think about this game?
It's pretty bad. It's a pretty linear kind of platformer, kind of beat 'em up.
Okay.
And it's incredibly rude. You have 1 life, there are no continues, reset when you die, and later on some mechanics get thrown in that very much do not go well with the idea of 1 life and no continues. I'll leave it at that until we've actually started the race.
Oh, I would definitely agree with that. Honestly, you know, both Okami of Games and Dragon Dark are pretty solid players. I still think that despite how short the game is, they're likely not going to be finishing.
I believe I reprised this pick here in Kusogr4nde 4 during one of the earlier matches, and I was surprised that one of the racers got close to the end. But yeah, seeing a completion is pretty unlikely in this because of how rude it gets toward the end.
Oh, yeah. No way Andy hates this. I don't know. There's a lot of hatred towards Batman games in this universe. Turns out they're not usually very good. I wonder why. Oh,
as far as the Batman games go, this is probably the worst one, or at least the most unfair.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say this is the better Batman. Like, I'm a little bit concerned there, but okay.
I actually have a Batman game we haven't seen yet, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in since we're pretty late in the tournament.
Well, you never know, but you can always save games for the future, you know, don't worry. We always need more bad games. Always.
Did we give this out in the Invitational? It may have been in the Invitational, yeah, Cadus.
Aha! Oh, geez.
In fact, I have that written down. Let me check.
I believe that makes sense if it appeared in the Invitational. Honestly, it's painful enough that I imagine people would suffer. And so that's good. Suffering. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the Invitational.
Yeah. So, Tristan, I know that you've been pretty dang busy with stuff. Have you been playing any bad or good games lately? Been playing any games lately?
I finished Etrian Odyssey 4 last night, and now I have to start de-rusting for my submission for Best of Ness, which is Bakaban.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you're playing Bakaban for Best of Ness?
Yes, I am.
Aw, I love it. I'm so excited. At least you're gonna submit it.
I have submitted it, and I'm led to believe that it will get in because I'm the world record holder. I'll know probably tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, just so everybody sees, this is more or less what we're going to have. Before fully switching over there, though, I do want to go ahead and give a shout out to really all our GMs, all of the people who are helping with the tournament. Thank you, Crazy Sunshine, as well, for all of the help on Twitter. Honestly, it has been just fantastic, everybody who's been helping. So I do think that it's just about Batman time, though.
Yeah, I guess. You have to say it with this, like, resigned sigh. It's like,
Well, I get it.
it's Batman time.
Oh, it's Batman. Everybody loves Batman. Oh.
I should probably get the multi-Twitch open instead of just sitting here like a dingus.
Okay, I'm just checking in with them right now to see how they are, to see if they are ready to roll. Okay, I am letting them know. Grab some water. Everybody hurry and grab some water. As much water as you can, ASAP.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Ooh, I love the Atari sound effects. Sorry, I got excited there. I'm a huge fan. So, I'm trying to think. Batman Forever, Genesis. Is this better or worse?
Was that the, like, actual full-blown beat-em-up?
I think so, yeah. It was
That's,
also on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a really hard distinction to make because this at least is over really quickly, whereas the Genesis / Super Nintendo beat 'em up is kind of a longer experience, but this is ruder in a higher density.
True. Okay, I'm just about ready to do the countdown, so everybody get all of your bats, all of your mans, and what else shows up in this? Clowns?
Clowns,
no.
penguins, jokers, there's a sewer level.
Of course there's a sewer level. I mean, it's video games.
There's always a sewer level.
Why
If
is
you don't
there
know what
always
the
a
sewer
sewer
level
level?
is, you are the sewer level.
Okay, it looks... Oh, I see mouse butts. Thank you so much. Oh! Yeah.
Dragon Dark has immediately found... Well, yeah. Dragon Dark has pretty much immediately found the best strategy for this, which is go right and ignore everything. Enemies respawn infinitely and provide you with nothing useful. So you should just go, really.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. I'm wondering if he's gonna get held up here for a little while, because this is where... oh no, it's one of the later buildings. There's gonna be an explosion. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But that'll probably be a
mild.
death.
Yeah, also a mild flashing warning on that. When you reach the building with the glass facade on it, the entire thing flashes for a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that in a moment. That's a moment indeed.
Dragon Dark has his timer. Oh, Shrek's. Cool. His timer is appearing in front of the screen, but we'll live. We can just see the slow count. Okay, there, he got blown up. But he's still alive.
So the gimmick to that is when you reach a certain position on the building, it begins to flash and a bomb goes off. And it just kind of takes, I would say, about 3/4 of your max health, which for most people is an instant death the first time you get there. What you have to do is you have to duck behind that mailbox you run past. You have to actually run in front of the mailbox and then crouch down when the bomb goes off.
I'm actually really impressed because both of them made it past that because they had enough health to survive. Like, that normally doesn't happen.
Yeah, that I'm actually surprised neither of them died there myself. Um, Ducking behind the mailbox is actually also a pixel perfect thing. Now, granted, pixels here are pretty large. It's a link's screen, but you can be
Yeah,
like fully behind the mailbox, and because a pixel of your cape is sticking out, you'll get hit by the bomb anyway.
true. Oh, well, both Dragon Dark and Okami are making a really solid press through level 1. I think they might see the boss on their first life. Oh, there we go, Dragon Dark fighting the penguin.
Yep. Welcome to Duck. Feel free to spam your duck emotes right now. I know
Ducks!
there's a lot of them out there.
Oh yeah, everybody loves ducks. Quack, quack, quack. Ooh, Okami getting a game over, but that's not a big surprise. We're only 2 minutes in. I'm actually shocked that Dragon Dark is this far right now. Oh!
Yeah, Dragon Dark basically started the game and immediately began running right and didn't stop to fight anything, which is exactly what you need to do in this
Yes.
level.
The next level, maybe not as much. We'll get to that
the
in a
next
bit.
level begins introducing some real rude stuff. I want to, again, remind everyone that this is a game with one life and no continues. Also, Dragon Dark took out the first boss in their first attempt. What the heck?
That is amazing. Level 2, Dragon Dark does not get a health refill, though. Because,
Absolutely
welcome...
not. And now Batman confronts the authorities, and they will just straight up shotgun you when you die.
Yeah, shotguns are deadly for Batman, you know? Don't want to take a shotgun to the face.
Don't bring a bat to a shotgun fight. That's my advice for today.
I mean, shotguns are made to shoot airborne things, it's really practical. To take
Yes,
down
indeed.
the Batman. Yeah.
Is prancing the most effective means of movement? I always imagined that Batman was strutting like a businessman who just landed a multi-million-dollar sale, you know? He's having a really good day. And then he gets run over by a motorcycle.
I'm in the money. My name is Bruce Wayne. Yeah, it looks like both of the players are just rushing through level 1, which is the best idea here.
So Okami actually figured out how to dodge the exploding building, which is not something we've seen in Kusogr4nde before. We've had this twice, and I don't think anyone ever figured out how to avoid the explosion.
It's true. What did he do?
Ducked behind the mailbox and just
Oh.
happened to get it right.
No,
I
we've
know
had
in
like
the
one or two people
Invitational-
do that.
Yeah, in the Invitational, someone tried it and then didn't get it right and just never tried it again. I remember that much.
Dragon Dark got it as well. Both players have figured it out.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
That's, well, there's a reason they are this far in the tournament. Sometimes things don't seem like they're going to be obvious, and for most players they aren't, but they are, just fantastic players and really good at figuring things out. And honestly, even if the game is bad, usually it will provide a way for you to not take damage.
I just thought they got this far in the tournament because of a high pain threshold.
I mean, that's the most important part. Oh, geez, this game. By the way, the game was developed by Atari, the Atari Corporation, which made a billion better games than this.
Yeah, this one's pretty low on the tier list. Now, as Okami is fighting the duck, the main gimmick here is you actually need to hit the duck in the head and it'll flinch when you land a hit, which is kind of weird, but also kind of cute. And eventually the penguin will just give up and nope out.
There we go. Very, very nice. Okami on to level 2. Okami could potentially move into the lead depending on how this level goes for a bit. Let's see. Okay, small lead.
Yeah, that's definitely the lead for now, but we've got another 54 minutes of this.
I just love that you're killing policemen in this.
I do too.
It's not the best way to handle law enforcement trying to murder you, but okay, it works. I really do think this boss music is pretty okay. Not gonna lie.
Only trust your bats. The police won't help you.
Oh no.
So the main strategy for the second level is to just run around and punch police in the groin. That's the main way to handle it. I don't know why there are these ladies dressed like Native Americans, but it's... I don't know.
I have a question. Do you remember that sort of unlicensed Roadrunner game for the NES? Because one of the people who did the art for this game did the art for that as well. And I just think that that is beautiful.
That's a word you could use to describe this, yeah.
There's also a guy who worked on this who also goes by Coyote. Ooh, I like it. He did the artwork for The Mask, the Super Nintendo game, which has issues as well. I mean, I love it, but oh, it's got issues.
You can appreciate a game even though it has issues. Meanwhile, Okami is slaughtering level 2. This is something else.
Yeah, honestly, this is really surprising. For a first playthrough through this, yeah. He's doing a fantastic job.
So, one of the things I had alluded to before we started the match was, as I've said a couple of times now, this game has one life and no continues. You will notice if you're observant that there are pits here in level 2. And yes, falling down one of those just instantly ends your game.
It's death. You fall, you die.
Reset. Now, what we saw in prior races of this was also that when you get shot by anything, but by one of the police officers, you'll actually fall straight down. You're like that. Your momentum gets canceled.
Yeah.
So you could be in the middle of a jump across a pit, get shot, and you just go straight down.
Yeah, the shotguns are notorious for that. If a police officer uses a shotgun while you're jumping, you might as well just die.
Most people would.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true. Okami is actually getting relatively close to the boss.
Yes.
This isn't how this game is supposed to go.
No, this is supposed to be a pain elemental, and it has been in prior matches. Like, I use this during the Invitational, so you know it has really solid Kusogr4nde potential.
Oh yeah, it does. This is not a good game. Okay, Okami almost got hit by the shotgun, but somehow dodged. Dragon Dark taking a game over against the Penguin. Not a huge deal. We've got plenty of time. Okay, we've got more characters on Okami's side.
It's not often that you see something outduck Dragon Dark.
It's true. He's like the Ducks hero. He's the hero of the Ducks, but nah. Sometimes they're just revolting ducks. They're angry. They're angry at Dragon Dark. Can't blame them. Dragon Dark gave me Athena. If I were a duck, I'd be angry too. Okay, I like the skeleton head dudes on the motorcycles. That's all they do. They just drive around. Or are they clowns? I couldn't really tell.
I think they're clowns. I think this entire thing is clown themed. I definitely know it's balanced a little funny.
Maybe a little bit of it is not clown themed. It's my guess. Oh, Okami on to the second boss. Let's see how he's able to do. Yeah, Catwoman. Trying to take him down. This is supposedly based off of the movie, which I presume Catwoman shows up.
It's been so long since I've seen a Batman movie. I should go back and watch the older ones.
Oh, yeah. I want to watch the one with Mr. Freeze because it's supposed to be terrible, but honestly, I have no memory of it. Wow, Catwoman is just being a butt. Oh my gosh.
Okami's not having a good time here. Oh, kicked in the head. Game over.
Yep, he went down.
I mean, I could think of worse ways to go, but that's unfortunately a reset for Okami.
You know, I love the one with the Riddler. I'm completely fine with Camp, okay? I'm a huge fan of Camp. So, yes, I do want to watch it. Yeah, the thing is, here's the deal. Okami is going to be wanting to rush and try to get back to where he was. But honestly, he still needs to play well enough in the first level and in the first part of the second level in order to actually make the progress that he wants. So this is where it starts getting a little bit more stressful for players when they know that they're at the beginning of the game and they know that the other player could be passing where they got to. Honestly, Dragon Dark is a little bit walled with this boss fight. It's not going to be a game breaker, though. You know, there's very much a chance that he could get to the second boss of stage 2 relatively quickly. Again, all you need is really one good attempt in order to put yourself in the lead.
Both racers had a really solid first playthrough, and now it becomes a game of, can you get back there with more health than before?
The answer? Who knows? Probably.
We'll find out.
Well, yeah, we'll see. That'll be cool.
The Duck on Dragon Dark side has gone into its kind of panicked mode, moving around pretty quickly here. It's really hard to land a Batarang on the duck's head, and that's the only weak spot, is the duck's head.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
Dragon
sure
Dark
if the Batarang is the right way to go. I mean, it'll eventually do it, but... Ah, there we go! The duck blows up!
Whack.
Wah. So, per chat, I didn't really realize, but apparently if you get knocked down and an enemy explodes on top of you, you take damage from that enemy.
Oh yeah, iframes happen to other people.
Iframes are for other games. Oh, shotgun to the face. That's not very nice, police officer. Come on, it's just Batman. Why do they want to kill you? What even is the plot of Batman Returns? Batman Returns. Let me see. Okay, it was made by Tim Burton. Based on Batman. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, in Returns, the Penguin, like, gets elected mayor or something and has, like, the whole city under his control.
Okay, that's right. So Danny DeVito is born. That is the first part of the story. Danny DeVito gets born. Disgusted by his appearance and wild demeanor, they confine the baby to a cage and ultimately throw him into the sewer. Man, poor Danny DeVito. That's rough. Where he is discovered by a family of penguins at Gotham Zoo.
I don't believe there was a floor clip. If you get shot in midair, you kind of go into this semi-prone state where the actual hitbox for where you'll hit a ledge and actually land on it is nothing at all like what your sprite is shaped like. You can go right through the floor as it appears.
That's fun.
Yeah, so it looks like you clip through the floor, but in reality, just the sprite has nothing to do with your actual hitbox.
That sounds about right. It's just rough that they only had one life for this game. One chance, one life, that's it. Huh. I'm occasionally getting a little buffering. Hopefully that doesn't interrupt everybody's joy with this video game. So
someone took a clip of it, and it does indeed look like a clip through the floor. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know.
If I had to guess, it looked like Okami got shot at the moment they landed on the floor, and somehow that caused a floor flip.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, what I'm seeing about... Oh, go ahead.
Add that to the list of things that are broken with this game.
So I'm seeing that the movie has this gang that's called the Red Triangle Gang, which would explain why we're seeing red triangles on the wall. During a speech, basically trying to build a power plant to supply Gotham City with energy, Gotham's attacked by a disgraced former circus troupe, the Red Triangle Gang. Shrek, who is the millionaire, gets abducted and taken to the sewer, where he meets Oswald Cobblepot, the gang's secret leader, now known as the Penguin. What a good name.
You know, the circus gang, for a failed circus troupe, there were a lot of members of the gang. Infinite members, even, because as you beat them up, they'll just keep coming.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine a circus troupe with infinite members? What would they do?
I mean...
Like, that'd be a hell of a clown car.
One clown is already too many, you know? Add in another 4 or 5 clowns, so you have 1,000,000 clowns. They're gonna take over. Absolutely conquer everything. Okay, I'd move. I'd leave the country. Probably apply for asylum somewhere. And then because I'm complaining about clowns, they'd confine me to an asylum instead.
Yeah. So your answer to infinite clowns would be to move.
Yeah, I don't want to live by the clowns.
I don't know. I think it'd be a pretty funny experience.
No, it would be dumb. Unless they're the Cirque du Soleil clowns, okay? Those ones are pretty cool.
Live by the clown, die by the clown?
No,
now I'm just imagining
neither.
a clown wielding, like, a multicolored katana with streamers hanging off of it. It's a really weird thing. The clown teleports behind you and then says nothing personal, kid, and then honks twice.
That's a little oddly specific.
A balloon katana, yeah, there we go.
We've got the duck. We've got a duck. That's all. It's a very cute duck.
It's a very good duck. It doesn't want to be here. I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at that flinching. It doesn't want a part of this. So Dragon Dark has been applying the strategy of throwing vials of whatever that is at the duck, and then when he runs out, moving to batarangs. I don't know. It's really hard to get the arc on those right, but it does a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Okami,
it does.
meanwhile, moves back on to level 2.
Like, as long as you're able to get through and have a decent amount of health moving on to the second stage, then great. But Dragon Dark actually is taking a lot of damage fighting the Penguin.
It's a pretty rough boss, really. I'm surprised that both racers, well, at least that Dragon Dark was able to take it out so early in the match, and then Okami did it shortly after.
Yeah, it's like both of the players are making some really solid progress. But that's it. Dragon Dark just really needs a good Penguin fight so that he has enough health to make it to a health pickup on level 2. That's the biggest thing. You just want to make sure that you can actually get to where you can start filling that back up. Hey, it looks like we have a raid. Come join Harbus. I appreciate... Hopefully you like ducks. We're going to see this duck a lot.
Well, you know, the goose has been getting so much airtime. We got to balance the equation a little bit.
Oh no, the duck's dead. Well, I mean, it was never alive to begin with. It's a robot. No!
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I told you. That can happen.
Yeah, so if you get shotgun while jumping, you go straight down.
And that's a reset. That is how level 2 is supposed to go. You are right.
Oh, yeah. And then you have to go all the way through level 1, which is long but not too difficult as long as you don't actually play the game. Like, playing the game is the biggest mistake you can make in this Batman game. Which, oh, Liz, also thank you for the raid. Come and enjoy everything that's going on here. I don't know, games are meant to be fun, but honestly, if you try to beat anybody up or kill any of the enemies, you're just going to die. It takes so long to kill anything.
It takes a long time to kill anything, and there's no real reason to do it except in the case of the police officers on the roof, you know, just to get them out of the way. Because they don't give you anything, they don't drop anything. Score doesn't do anything because there's no lives.
Yeah, well, maybe there are no lives because you have such a low score, Tristan. Ever think that?
Yeah, I thought of that for a moment, and then I realized that's silly.
Wow. Silly, but true.
I actually did not pick this game. This was picked by Matrick and Andy. I just happen to know how the game goes, so I'm here. Another thing in the first level is that about halfway through, the grates on the ground start throwing dynamite at you, and if you actually get knocked down on one, you're going to take a couple of hits because you get up and immediately get knocked down again.
Wow.
Has anybody speedran this? Not that I'm aware of.
Probably for the best. I appreciate everybody giving warnings to those who are coming and joining. This game is butts. You can tell because we haven't actually seen any butts. Where's the butt? I don't even see Batman's butt. What's up with that? He's always just facing sideways, and his cape covers it up. Very angry.
We saw a Catwoman's butt during her kicking animation.
Okay, that was an okay butt. Yeah, I like. Chad is pointing out that the wheels on the duck are pretty cool, and I'm a big fan. You know, they've got moons and they just spin around. Like, everything about the duck is at the top. Okay, it's so good.
Do the wheels on the duck in Point of Fact go round and round?
I think they go back and forth.
Forward and back and forward and back and forward and back?
Yes. That's it. By the way, yeah, if you never saw the movie, Tristan, I have vague memories of seeing part of this movie. He definitely did have a giant duck. Which is cool. Ducks are cool. I like ducks. Let's see how long it takes for Dragon Dark to die.
I'm sorry, I'm 12 and was busy giggling. He had a giant duck.
Oh my gosh! Really? Wow. I'm so offended. It's fine. I'll forgive you.
Look, you're talking to someone who watched a streamer play through Borderlands 2 the first time and got to the Hammerlock quest where he was trying to figure out what to name the Bullymongs, and I was laughing for like 10 minutes after that.
Oh, I don't remember what he was trying to name them, but I can imagine.
I can't say it in your voice chat.
Well, okay. You can talk to me about that later. Oh no, Dragon Dark! And then the policeman jumped after him!
Yeah, Dragon Dark got ledge guarded.
Well, I mean, it happens to the best of them.
Yeah, there were one life, no continues, death pits. Welcome to Batman for the Links.
Yeah, I think the reason they did that was so that if you bought it, you would play it for more than an hour.
I'm not sure that plan worked.
No, we, like, in theory, we could see our completion. But I don't think we're going to. I mean, we haven't even seen level 3 yet.
I mean, I'm also pretty sure neither of these racers are going to play this for more than an hour.
Oh, true. See, but the thing is, like, if you do a blind playthrough in under an hour, you should get your money back. Like, I'm talking to 90s myself, okay? Like, going to Radio Shack, renting a game, if you beat it in an hour, your whole weekend is basically ruined. You're like, wow, I kind of wanted to play a game, not destroy it this quickly.
Yeah, I had a couple of games I got as a kid where I was able to complete them pretty fast. It was always a little disappointing. Look, Brosentius from Utah, I think. It's weird things happen like renting games from Radio Shack.
Oh yeah, I don't know, that's where we rented games. They had the cheapest video game selection in town. There was only one other company that rented games, Home Entertainment, which they had a better selection, but they were pricier. And, you know, occasionally we'd get stuff there, but...
Okami is currently winning because they managed to get far enough to get murdered by Catwoman's legs. Dragon Dart got to the middle of stage 2.
Yeah, Okami is definitely making a pretty dang good push. Like, oh no! That is cheap. That was cheap. Absolutely ridiculous, Tristan. I can't believe that you would do this.
What did I do?
You gave this out a tournament or two ago.
I was about to say, I had nothing to do with this.
You had everything to do with it. Matrick, if you're in chat, why did you choose this game? Was it because of Tristan?
I actually want an answer to that.
Just say it was because of Tristan, so I win. And they must suffer? Yeah, okay, Andy, I think is correct. They must suffer.
Oh, right, and also no life refill between stages, because why would they do that?
Yeah, what game gives you health between stages? Only most good games.
Now, to be fair, this is one of the few games that when you game over, it will actually take you back to the title screen and not force you to power the console off. It's got that going for it.
Yeah, even Gordo didn't do that.
Oh,
And that
Gordo
was the
is
best
such a
Link's
treasure.
game, yeah. Okay, it looks like Matrick isn't here, so we can just assume that it's because of you, Tristan.
You know what? Fine.
You know, I'm actually completely okay watching this game. It's, even though we see the same sections over and over again, it's a very easy game to follow while watching. And even while playing, you know if you're making progress. It's just left to right. There you go. That's the depth of the gameplay. Left to right.
Yeah, so this game kind of reminds me of a console port of a slapstick comedy, in a way.
So, like, NES Three Stooges?
Kind of. Just, like, the way Batman falls down and how he instantly gets up and has no iframe so he can get knocked down again. And the way he can get shot at in midair and fall straight down, all that stuff. It just has a very slapstick Keystone Cop kind of quality to it.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, Matrick is here. Matrick, is it Tristan's fault that you chose this? Is that how you found out about this game? I need to know. Why?
You think it's hard to select a game for Smite or Proton, John? Try selecting a game for both of them at once.
Oh, that was fun.
That's when I busted out the heck. I just went straight to the nuke because I knew we were gonna get there anyway.
I love it. Wow, Matrick is not answering my question. Yeah, he's here right now. Is it because of Tristan that you found this game? There we go. That's... Oh, he answered it twice? I'm not paying attention to chat. Why would I? Oh, because I asked a question. I don't know. I'm blind. Apparently, I can't see it. Well, someone tell me. Was the answer yes or no? Tristan, what was it?
You know what? I'm gonna just let you own this one.
No, I'm having such a hard time. Yo, that is not an answer. No, those would not be stalactites. They'd be stalagmites. Wait, no. Stalagmites might hang from the ceiling, but they don't.
No.
That's right. So stalagmites are on the ground. There we go.
Right. Stalagmites are on the ground. Stalactites hang from the ceiling. So yeah, Matrix says it wasn't my fault, so
What? Okay, I just did a full search of chat, and I didn't see an answer before that, so whatever. Yeah, whatever. I control F'd chat. I regular F... Nep.
add quote, Rasencha, I...
Never mind. Never mind. I did none of that.
Watch dinner first, heck.
It's all lies. It's all lies. Yeah, Okami is making a pretty good push, as chat says. Almost getting back to the boss of the second level, good old Catwoman.
Yeah, and still has quite a good amount of health too, so hopefully we'll see a push forward from here.
Okay, yeah, so right now I'm getting the answers that somehow Kata saw and nobody else did because of the serious lag. So, Matrick, it's okay. We're talking to, like, 5 minutes ago you. Really awesome time in your life 5 minutes ago, you know?
5 minutes ago, Matrick was watching this match. Matrick is still watching this match, presumably.
Oh, my mind is blown. I don't even understand. Penguin problem. Film at 11. Penguins are never the problem. They're the solution.
I don't know about that. I've seen Perennies.
Well, explosions are the solution, okay? Let me just spoil that for you, Tristan.
Valid.
Yeah, Matt, talk to us 5 minutes ago about your hopes and dreams in life. I'm interested in this. And then we can go ahead and see how those have changed over the last 5 minutes based off of Batman. Oh no! Okami tried to jump shotgun to the face and straight down.
Yeah, there's a couple of jumps here where in the middle of the jump, the cop will spawn and it can just decide to immediately fire.
Yeah, like, really, there's no reason to put something this brutal in. And not only that, but so random for how often and fast they're going to fire, you know? It's just very unpredictable. Yeah, groin punches, Dragon Dark. That's what I wanted in this.
And then Dragon Dark just backflips down the pit. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It happens.
So, can you think of any other game where a single fall down a pit forces a full reset.
How obscure can I go?
I mean, to be honest, this is the only one I can think of, so, you know.
How
Anything.
about the Atari video game that my dad developed when I was a kid that he called Blocks? Yeah, if you fell into the pit, you went back to the first stage.
That was a journey, yeah.
So there you go. Yeah,
you actually thought of, knew one. I couldn't think of one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any others. E.T.? No, you're supposed to fall down pits in that one. My dad did Atari Dev. He just fiddled around one time and made a small, dinky little game. You know, that's pretty much all he ever did, was that one little game. I would love to be able to find it somewhere, but honestly, you know, I don't think he put it anywhere except on a single floppy disk that probably no longer exists.
It's still pretty legit.
It was in BASIC, yes. And there are also lots of glitches, and I love them. You could actually make levels impossible to beat. Well, Tristan, we're 38 minutes into the match. We have one more match after this. You know, it's a little bit of a Wednesday surprise for a lot of people. I think it's pretty exciting, though, to get a couple games right before Halloween. But this game isn't very scary. They are all wearing costumes, so I guess it's kind of on point.
Yeah, at least that part's legit. What is the next round also a recurring nightmares thing?
The Ghosts of Kuso Past. Yes, it will be another one that other players have chosen. Will we get horror? Will it be scarier than Batman? Well, stay tuned to find out. Yeah, that's really all I can do, Tristan. That's my excitement for the day.
You channeled some real, like, Rocky and Bullwinkle announcer energy there. I actually kind of liked it.
Well, thanks. That's the biggest compliment you've given me.
Is it really?
I don't know. You don't compliment me very much. Wow. I'm very sad now, Tristan. Aha! Matrick made it home and isn't on the road. Wait, were you texting and driving, Matrick? Is that why your messages were 5 minutes late?
You were asking him questions.
He was texting and driving.
No, he says he wasn't.
There's
a thing called text-to-speech. Ah. Wait, that's backwards.
That's the other way, though. It means that the text talks to you. And if you talk back to it, then it's like, wow. Wow.
Voice recognition or voice dictation.
Yeah.
We know what Matrick means.
Gosh. Sure we do. Okay, Okami is getting through this level. Dragon Dark is doing a fairly good push as well. Biggest thing that he wants to do is, 1, avoid shotguns over pits, and 2, just not take too many bullets to the face, because that's bad for your health, okay?
Yeah, it's an incredibly valid goal to want to avoid shotgun blasts and bullets to the face. I am totally behind this.
But, you know, there's not too much health in this level. Like, luckily this game does not have a timer as far as I'm aware, so it's not as stressful as it could be, but still. Oh, shotguns! Dragon Dark, you better run. Okay, good. You know, I was gonna say that there are groin punches, but there are more knee punches. He's just punching them in the knee. Poor policeman. Gonna have to go get knee surgery after a few days on the force.
I used to be an officer like you, and then I took a Batman to the knee.
Wow. Oh, Okami into the pit!
Oh no.
I love it. What a video game. I also love that the battering one hit kills the enemies here. It actually makes it fairly useful.
So I'm pretty sure this is actually a personal best progress-wise for Dragon Dark, but his health
I
is
think so.
kind of low.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned. However, once you start seeing the somewhat insensitive ladies showing up here, why are they all wearing? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either. Dragon Dark's health is real low. That's like 4 bars left.
Yeah,
Did
it's,
get a health
it's
pickup,
not
though.
much. Oh, shotgun to the face. Hate to see that happen.
This is an interesting position to be in.
Yeah, but he had a lot of batarangs. Oh my gosh, Dragon Dark, do not fall. Okay, you hear me? Do not fall.
Okay, so that's the ledge that Okami fell down,
Oh my gosh.
just because you have to very carefully clear the cops off of it before you jump.
True. Now, Okami is still in the lead due to having made it to Catwoman and fighting her. I don't know how much damage he did, but at the same time, I don't think there's any good way to tell until the boss dies. You know, there's no gauge anywhere.
There's no real way to tell. It's also real hard to tell when you even land a hit. So my suggestion would probably just be to fall back to who got there first. Dragon Dark takes a shotgun to the back of the head and goes down.
Well, you know what? That was a really good push, though. You know, I'm not even upset about how he did. He managed to make more progress in that level than he ever had before. Go for it.
Yeah, just even getting deep into the second level is pretty noteworthy in this game. It's not nice.
Just all of these motorcycles. Can you imagine what the pollution would be like? Like, just motorcycles on the sidewalks, you know, instead of people walking around, just everybody on a motorcycle.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty close to the American dream, but I'm not entirely certain.
Actually, yeah, wouldn't really be any different than it is right now. But what if it was like coal-powered motorcycles?
Have you seen people who've done the really stupid modification to their truck to just spew black smoke out when they flip a switch?
You mean every day here in Utah? Yeah.
It's a specific modification where they actually over-inject fuel into the lines, and then when they activate that, it just spews like an entire cloud of thick black smoke out.
Yep, they call it rolling coal.
Yep.
That's like, yeah, they do it all the time here in Utah. It's like, I don't think that even anybody here would think it's cool anymore. Maybe people think now that, like, that's just what people do. They just gotta roll my coal.
Yeah, I'm polluting. I'm a rebel. I'm sticking it to the... Well, anyway. That's how I imagine it would be if everyone rode a motorcycle. Also incredibly noisy.
How about segways?
I mean, I live right up the road from Palo Alto, California, where everyone does ride segways. So,
What? Oh, California is weird, man.
Silicon Valley is...
Oh,
It's a place. If
Okay.
you've never been to like downtown Palo Alto, I want you to imagine a city completely consisting of um, old money inherited millionaires and tech industry millionaires who became millionaires fresh out of college, and that's it.
Really? That kind of sounds fun. Like, not to live there.
One of my favorite news articles from where I live is a guy that went to the media because he was mad that he went to the Palo Alto City Council meeting.
Yeah.
And the quote I have from him is something like, these billionaires think they can show up and muscle us mere millionaires out of the council meeting.
What? Oh my gosh. Oh. That's so good. Those billionaires. You know, I don't know. The world's funny.
Were there matches before this? No, this is the first one, and we've got one more after this. But first, we gotta watch Batman fall down a pit a couple more times.
Oh no, Dragon Dark, don't fall in the pit. The thing is, like, they're feeling the pressure right now. They know, both players know that they need to make progress, but that's when you start making mistakes. So the biggest thing that they need to focus on isn't making as much progress as possible, but it's making any progress. Just get past where you got to before, and you'll be on the right track.
How do you think the tournament would be changed if every 10 minutes we gave the racers an update on placements, like exactly how far ahead or behind they are? I'm not suggesting that, I'm just theorizing how that would change if you knew.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't know. I feel like people might relax a little bit too much if they're in the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's my assessment.
Yeah, it's a pretty valid take.
I don't want them to relax. I want them to stress. That, and if they relax, they could let their guard down. Yeah, it might be pretty dang stressful for all of the players, honestly. At the same time, if you notice that you are dreadfully far behind, you might just laugh and enjoy the rest of it, you know?
There's a couple of matches where I felt like I just completely lost, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna enjoy this, and then I found out I won.
Yeah, we let them know the
Okami
placements.
goes down a pit, ledge guarded by a shotgun wielding cop couched on the roof for some reason.
I mean, of course. Yeah, Dragon Dark is doing an interesting combination of rushing and taking things slow. Honestly, I think rushing through some of the sections and then going slow near the edges would probably be the right way to do this. Oh no!
That was close.
Oh, shotgun. Ooh. Oh, good shotgun jump. I'm impressed. But
Dragon
only
Dark has
one health
bar
left.
of health left.
Oh, I'm stressed. Can you do it, Dragon Dark?
There is a health pickup very shortly forward from here.
Oh no! Oh my gosh.
No!
No!
So immediately past that billboard is a health pickup.
Oh, that is rough. But you know, that's kind of the story of this game. All of it is pretty dang difficult. So,
Yeah.
actually, one thing that we really haven't noticed, because, you know, this game kind of looks scrappy. It's got the visuals, and you can tell that it's just brutal, especially on the second stage. What about the controls? Does it control okay?
The controls are pretty standard fare, really. They're nothing to complain about, I don't think. It's just the punches come out pretty snappy. You don't really have like ice physics or anything. Things are pretty responsive. Just its main butts quality is it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah. Like, the level design is kind of inexcusable. Like, even when they made this, like, there were games that established the quality that, should go into platformers, and this obviously, they missed the memo.
I just want to point out that Okami was running across the upper tier on this level, and one of the clowns in the sewer grates managed to throw a stick of dynamite all the way up and hit him.
I mean, of course, I love it.
It was just this perfect, lazy upward and right arc. And the dynamite was on screen for like 3 seconds before it finally hit. It was amazing.
Oh, jeez, I'm sad that I missed it, but that's okay. I can check it out later.
So we're getting pretty close to the end. I would say Dragon Dark has this and another attempt to make serious progress to try to catch up to Okami.
Aha.
Depending on when this attempt goes south or does not go south.
Okay.
Okami has taken the duck down to a fine art.
Yeah, look at that health left. Like, Dragon Dark still goes into the red while fighting the Joker. Or Penguin. I'm sure the Penguin tells some jokes. It's Danny DeVito, for crying out loud. It's the Trash Man. Which, honestly, based off of the Penguin's backstory, that's basically appropriate. What, they threw him into the sewer as a baby?
Have you ever had to deal with sewer penguins?
Every day.
Really? Is that part of...
It's part of
Utah
college life, yeah.
Yeah, college Utah life.
Yeah. Ooh, Dragon Dark is still in the blue as well. This is nice.
He's got 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes to try to make progress. I would imagine he's gonna have to... Oh, no!
Oh, he's got to book it.
I would be so mad.
Oh my gosh. But that's the thing. Like I said, people are going to want to rush. The players are going to want to rush. But as soon as you do, you make mistakes. And those shotgun guys just decide that today is not your day. You can't just rush. You have to do it balanced. Oh my gosh. Eat. Tristan, I like that advertisement. Eat.
It's fairly good advice, you know, for what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got through stage 1? Cool, here's a shotgun blast to the face, fall in a pit, start over.
At least Shrek doesn't show up in the game. Like, at least this Batman game has that for it.
I'm not entirely sure that would make this game worse.
Man. You might be right. Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but Carolyn in chat has a point that they're the old-timey cars. She likes those cars, which essentially are similar to the Tim Burton's Gotham, which this game is based off of Tim Burton, so it makes sense to have all that.
I like how Big O basically just took Gotham and turned all of its qualities to 11, the anime series.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, they have the cars, but they're like twice as long and have engine compartments that are like the size of a small house.
Okay, Dragon Dark is at the boss. Boss is probably going to take about 1 minute to get through, and then he'll have 3 minutes to see if he can make progress. I don't know. Like, here's the deal. Dragon Dark won the original Kusogr4nde. He's always been a strong player, but Okami of Games has sort of come out of nowhere and is doing fantastic in this tournament. Like,
yeah. So 3 minutes to get through the second level is doable. Dragon Dark will not be able to take it safe like he's done in prior attempts. He's going to have to just go and hope he doesn't get shot.
True.
Which is a pretty bad bet to take. And because we can't really tell how much damage has been done to Catwoman, I don't know if Dragon Dark manages to make it, what kind of scoring we're going to do for that. But we got to see if he makes it first.
Well, we do have an official referee, Cadus, who's been helping out a ton. Luckily...
No, Dragon Dark! Yeah,
Well,
that's unfortunately it.
It looks like we do not have to make the tough call on this one. However, I do want to see what Okami can do during this last playthrough here. Dragon Dark might actually be able to get through... No, he'll at least be able to get back to stage 2 if he does this right. But yeah, there's no hope getting caught up to Okami. Okami will be taking the win here. I mean, unless some bizarre miracle happens.
I mean, for all we know, Dragon Dark clipped through a floor and warped to stage 3. It's always a thing to have the match decided like 5 minutes in by a really good early attempt. I did that in one of my matches last season.
Oh, really?
No, I'm sorry, it was Tuso, where my first attempt at the game, I got all the way to the very end of the game and then couldn't match it again.
Hey, Okami is back to Catwoman.
I at least want to see Okami take Catwoman out and us at least see level 3.
She's getting some good hits in on him, though. Like, I'm not sure why Okami's having a hard time hitting her, but... Maybe he's hitting her, but it just doesn't really show that you're hitting. I don't know.
I wish I could tell you. I could not figure this boss out, really. Even when I was vetting this for Season 3, I couldn't really figure out how to tell how much damage was done. Unfortunately, Okami goes down.
True. Dragon Dark should be getting pretty close to the boss right now. The boss of the first level. Again, Dragon Dark is not going to be able to catch up to where he needs to be in order to catch up to Okami. But let's see how he does against the duck.
So Okami is saying they don't think they can make progress anymore. That's quite true. Okami was able to get, we'll say, halfway through Catwoman. Dragon Dark went down at the giant vote for Oswald billboard about 2/3 of the way through the stage.
Yep.
So Okami's going to take the victory.
Yeah, I'll let the remainder of this match play out. I'll let Dragon Dark fight this penguin fellow.
We get more duck action. That's important.
We like the ducks, yeah.
Unfortunately, the duck is giving Dragon Dark the business here.
Not the business. Oh, no.
Alright, and we get to send it off with duck action.
Very nice. The duck goes down, but so does Dragon Dark. That is the match. What a fantastic match, though. I had a blast with this. Okami definitely made a good early push, managed to get back to Catwoman a second time later on as well. Dragon Dark, unfortunately, never quite made it there, and because of that, is losing this match. Now, remember, because this is the loser's bracket, that's okay. He'll have a chance to make a comeback later on. And we've seen Dragon Dark fight and get back into this. So I'm not too concerned for him, you know. It's just gotta stay strong in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and invite them if they would want to come and join Voice.
Yeah, they're just doing the typical post-game comparison of how far they got, and I'm sure they'll be on in a moment.
It looks like we have Okami here.
That is a better game than Kung Fu, I can say that much.
Well, that's really not that hard. Of course it's better than Kung Fu.
I don't know, I didn't think Kung Fu was that bad.
Wow.
It wasn't bad, but this was, in my opinion, a better game than Kung Fu. So I guess at that point, it's just a matter of opinion.
Well, I'm glad that you like Kung Fu, Dragon Dark. Actually, I really want to go play it myself.
I mean, it's not a bad game, as long as you can get past the whole game sending you to whatever stage it feels like. But let's talk about this game. and how fun trademark this game is.
Okay,
How
yeah.
shotguns are evil.
Oh, those shotguns.
Why do those shotgun guys have to be one of the things that just knocks you straight down if they hit you, like the explosions? Because if it weren't for that, stage 2 wouldn't be nearly as difficult. I think most of my deaths when I had an attempt where I did not reach the boss of stage 2, I think most of those deaths came from getting hit by a shotgunner, either one that I could have seen and killed with like my batarangs, or or they just spawned in as I was in midair, so I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I reached Catwoman twice. Once was early on, the other was on my very last attempt.
Yep.
Yeah, my last 2 attempts that got to stage 2, excluding the one where I didn't have enough time, were literally went to jump across pit. Oh, shotgun blast came out of an enemy that just spawned in. GG.
Yeah. Can't tell you how many times that happened to me. GG. How the heck am I still in winner's bracket?
I don't know.
I don't know. We've
This
all
is a
made
legitimate
mistakes.
question. I had to go through Andy, I had to go through Dragon Dark, and I'm still in it. What the heck?
Yeah, let me see.
We can blame Kang Fu for that.
King Fu.
That is true. That is true. If we had made a decision at that time, you would have taken the victory in King Fu.
It's true.
I'm
but
sure we can all blame Matrick.
You know
Oh,
what?
he's getting yelled at.
Let's go ahead and blame both King Fu and Matrick, because that would be good.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. So how do you feel about one life, no continues, and death pits? Is that a good combination?
No.
And
At
also
least
Is that
the
ever a
game
good
gives you a lot of
combination?
health.
and constant spawns and sort of random attack patterns. I don't know. This game had it all.
Yeah, no, I really love that explosion that you couldn't avoid unless you hid behind a mailbox. That was great.
Let me
and did a
just
lot of
say-
damage.
That was beautiful.
The previous times that we had this tournament, there were times that that we had this game in the tournament, there were people who did not figure out hiding behind the mailbox, like, the whole time, for the hour.
Which would be fair, because with the amount of health you get following that, you could reasonably, if you don't take too many hits, grab enough health to get yourself back up and running.
I mean, yes, there were some people who had good pushes despite that, but, you know, it's kind of understandable that happened.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what else is fun?
What?
With going along with the fact with this being a one life game, you don't heal in between stages.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah, so it was pretty much imperative that you killed Penguin at the end of stage 1 and then collect the health afterwards. You even
Yeah,
have one rolling
yep.
out for stage 2.
After like the first or second time, that's pretty much what I did.
Also, I'm pretty sure those vials of exploding whatever don't do any more damage than your Batarang.
Yeah,
It didn't
That's-
feel like it anyway,
that's
despite
what it
trying
seems like.
on the deck.
My second time getting to Catwoman, since I wasn't gonna make much more progress. It's the first time I tried to just punch the crap out of Catwoman and hopefully defeat her that way. Second time I just started using all my batarangs because they seem to do more damage. They can one-shot like guys with the guns instead of my punch, which takes like 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah. The Batarang, Dragon Dark was using that a lot against the Duck. It was just a little bit hard to actually make contact with it. I think that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, I used it a lot against the Duck because it felt like my regular punch was not doing anything to the Duck.
Yeah, it didn't
No.
seem like it either, but I found like if you like jumped and immediately threw a Batarang, you'd have it at like this perfect height that if the Duck was like down low, you'd hit it every single time.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you two were able to experience this game. Honestly, you know, the Links library isn't very good. And this
You
is
don't
a lot of that.
say!
I was gonna say, like, most of my experience with the Links library is my copy of Kits that I have, and the Ninja Gaidens on Links, which aren't good ports. Turns out.
I
I'm
love it.
surprised you didn't say, you know, Gordo 106.
Oh, I mean,
And
that's
Who
the
hasn't
best
seen
one.
Gordo 106 at this point?
You're a monkey.
Ook.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the game. You're a monkey. Okay, yeah, if you haven't tried that, you definitely should. It's one of the more enjoyable Lynx games out there. Well, I
No.
think it's just about time for us to go and start getting ready for the next match. Thank you, Dragon Dark and Okami. Dragon Dark, you're going to the losers bracket, but honestly, you've been there before and you've held on tight, so I'm excited to see what you're able to do.
I still blame Matt. He's getting yelled at later.
I'll yell at him too. It'll be fine.
We'll all yell at him. How about that?
Yeah, everybody in chat yell now.
I'll buy him a drink for this one.
He made you play Kang Fu, remember?
We agree that that wasn't a bad game, aside from the game sending you wherever it wants to.
Yes, but we do blame him for the fact that we had to do a rematch because of that.
that is true.
I love it. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Thank you both, and thank you, Tristan, for doing commentary. I'll see you all later.
See you later. Good luck to you in the losers bracket, Dragon Dark, and good luck to the two who are going to be going up next.
Sweet.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck against whoever and whatever crap you have to play.
Also, I'm coming for you, NPC. Mark my words.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I need the trifecta now.
All right, take care.
See ya.
The call outs. So I guess you have another commentator jumping in for the next match.
I will. Yeah, feel free to take off, Tristan. Take care.
All right, have fun. Don't do anything I would.
Okay. Before we get started, Corn Dan, I'm glad to have you here. I want to give a shout out to Zeppelin for resubscribing. We had a few raids as well, Lizstar and Harbus. Infernal Translator for subscribing. Delta Fiend as well. Dragus Cloud, thank you all so much. Just as I get started with setup, I'm going to run a very short ad, 30-second ad, and then we will be right back.